Yo, yo, yo. What is going on, brothers? What is going on? IP International Passport here again for another future classic live stream. First and foremost, how's the audio? Is the audio good? Is it clean? Is it crisp? Is it concise? Please let me know in the live stream chat. How's the audio? We good? We super? Are we super? How's the audio? Let me know. Type a 1 in the live stream chat. Who's here? Who is here? Type a 1 in the live stream chat. Y'all here with me? Let's get a couple ones in the chat. The Outlet, what's up, bro? Who else is here? Darwin Justin, Black Saint Nix, J Bones in the building. What's up, J Bones? OG member, Hall of Fame member on this channel. We'll never ever forget you, brother. Trust me on that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master, Activo in the cut. Awesome. Awesome. Let's get more people on. Machiavelli Don in the cut. Awesome, man. So let's go for special announcements first before we start reacting to that particular topic of the stream. Okay. So, brothers, once again, thank you for your time. I implore you all to please join the Patreon. All right. If you want to support IP and IP speaking the truth about what happens with Black men, our lives, our prosperity, and everything else, I ask you all to join the Patreon. The Diamond Town Patreon. It's a quick $20 a month, $30 a month donation. They can support me and what I do. I want to do this stuff full time, bro. I really want to do more content for brothers about Black men, our issues, dating, tech, IT, foreign women, and I want it only around Black men. I'm gonna only be pro Black male. You know that, brothers, right? But I need you guys to support me in what I do. Okay. So once again, right, if you can, I'm asking you, brothers, to support IP International Passport. I've given you streams in about over 80 countries over the years, brothers. All right. So please, right, go on the Patreon in the live stream chat and join the Patreon. Type a 2 in the live stream chat if you're going to join the Patreon and support IP. All right. I need supporters, man. I see other people get support. I need more support from my fellow Black men who I support, who I care about. And you know, I've done a lot for Black men over the past 10 years, man. So support IP, that'd be greatly appreciated, man. Okay. Patreon. All right. Join the Diamond Tail on Patreon and support me, man. Type a 2 in the live stream chat if you're going to support IP. Appreciate you, Bruce, man. Shout out to Bruce, man. You're going to join the Patreon and choose to support IP and what I do, man. Thank you, man. Please, brothers, more support I get, the more I can have more free time to do this stuff full time. Okay? About Black men. For us, by us. Black men first, okay? So I need other Black men to support me in doing what I do. Because I put Black men first over everything. Okay? So please support the Patreon. So let's now get straight into the live stream topic. All right. A recent blog post on Instagram went viral in regards to the state of dating Black men in 2026. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, right? And we're going to go through this blog post and we're going to talk about what on earth is going on with that blog post. Okay. So this blog post here was posted by an ABW. You can see here the state of dating Black men in 2026. A field report from a successful Black woman who refuses to struggle for love. Oh, it's gonna be spicy. This gonna be spicy. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Okay, so now it says here, right? This is the intro of the blog post. This is coming from the ABW mouth herself. A year ago, fresh out of a 8-year relationship, I decided I was going to date intentionally. I'm sorry, what? Wait. Pause. You're telling me that, right? You were in an 8-year relationship and you weren't that wasn't intentional. Now, off rip, something's wrong here. How can you come out of an 8-year relationship, right, and say you're going to date intentionally? So what was those 8 years for? Brothers, you see the mindset of American women, okay? You see the mind state of American women. Let's carry on watching, which is adorable. She says here, right, the last time I dated was 2013. Instagram barely mattered. Nobody was optimizing their personality for the algorithm. Men were not podcast educated. Oh, high value was not a personality trait. And the phase soft life had not yet been weaponized. Dating in 2026 is an entirely different ecosystem. Now that right there, I agree with her, right? To a certain point. Okay, I do agree with that, right? So let's break that down, right? Let's break it down. So 2013, 2012, right? Personally, I call that, in my opinion, the most pivotal period in dating history. Because in 2012, 2013, right, that's when Instagram came out. That's where Tinder came out. So we had two tech companies that completely basically destroyed the dating market. So what does that mean? Instagram inflated and gassed the heads up of many women in the West, right? We saw the true nature of women on social media via Instagram, the selfies, the pictures, it's all about me, the narcissism, okay? Then we have Tinder, right? Which also showed the true character of women. What does that mean? If you're not over 6 foot, if you're not a Chad, right? If you haven't got blue eyes, right? If you're not white, if you're not tall, you're basically not going to get any woman on the apps. Most black men I know, even though they're high value, right? Even though these black men are high value, they can't pull a decent woman off the apps. It's only the white men that I know that are having success. 2012, 2013 was a very pivotal time in dating history. Now she says here, right, men were not podcast based. That's a fair statement. Podcasts, right, have allowed men to see the dating game for what it is right now. Remember, right, the term knowledge is power is very true. If you don't know something, you won't be aware of it happening. The podcast game, in terms of relationships, the RP movement, that really opened the eyes of modern women for a lot of men. High value, absolutely. RIP Kevin Samuels, he's the one that coined that term high value man. And a lot of black men attach themselves to that high value trait. Shout out to Theo if he's watching the stream right now. He's a high value brother, right? So when you call yourself a high value black man, you have every right in doing so. If you're a brother that you earn 6 figures, right? You're in shape, right? You're intelligent. Why on earth are you going to settle for a low value chick? You also want a high value woman too, right? So let's carry on here to the next slide, okay? So she says here, right? And because 99.99% of my experience has been with black men, this is not a reflection on what I've observed there, not a universal doctrine, not an attack, not a dissertation, just lived experience. Conversations with other successful black women and patterns that are too consistent to ignore. Oh, this gonna get spicy. This gonna get spicy. This is gonna get spicy. Let's carry on to the next slide, all right? So she says here, right, number one, supply, demand, and the ego of it all. Successful, educated black men are in high demand. Boom, 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 boom. What did I tell you, brothers? When you are a successful, educated black man, you are in high demand abroad. Now, remember, this channel isn't about dating in the West. Forget that, right? Successful, educated black men are in high demand in Colombia, in Japan, right? In Brazil, or definitely in Brazil, in certain parts of Asia, in the Philippines, in Indonesia, and more women are seeing that. And more black men are now starting to realize their worth. And they act like it. Facts. Look at Theo. Theo knows he's successful and educated, and Theo acts like it. Theo is the man, bro. Right? So these successful black men are thinking, why on earth am I dating Keisha from the block? Why am I dating Sharkeisha? Why am I dating wherever Shah in her name is? If I want a gorgeous, feminine black woman, Brazil exists, doesn't it? Africa exists. The Caribbean exists. Man, they got a black woman in Japan too. So these successful black men who have the resources, right? They know that they're in high demand globally, particularly black American men, black British men, black Canadian men. And they know it. She says here, right? That's not a shade, that's economics. When supply is limited and demand is high, the market shifts in favor of the seller. Facts. The supply of educated, successful black men is very, very low. How many black men right now are in tech? How many black men right now are surgeons? How many black men right now are even six-figure earners? There isn't many. So the rare amount of black men, right, who have the career in order, who are in shape, who have great hygiene, who know how to speak to women, who are confident. There isn't a lot of brothers who have all these things at once. Yeah, there's plenty of confident black men. There is. We see on social media black men chopping up with women, dropping game, putting chicks right. But are those same black men six figures? Are those same black men in tech? Are those same black men, do they even have their passport? Because there's one thing dropping game on chicks in Miami and California. But if you ain't got your passport, right, which opens your world to a whole different entire group of women. How many black men have all these traits at once? Not many. I named 4 or 5 traits. And if you have all of it, you're six figures, you got your passport, you dress well, right? You know how to speak to women. You are what I call successful, educated, high-value black man. And you have a lot of options. Demand is high for that type of black men. So the market is in your favor when you go abroad. Next slide. Now let's flip it, right? Successful, educated black woman. Oh, okay. We are not rare. That is true. I read a couple of years ago, black women are the most educated group of people in America. And that's great. I'm always going to be pro-education for everyone. All right. We are statistically overperforming in education. We are building businesses. We are buying homes. We are healing. We are therapized. We are evolving. And here's the inconvenient part. We are harder to control. That's the key point there, sister. That's the key point there, sister. We are harder to control. No man, right, wants to deal with a hard-headed woman. Men want feminine, submissive women. That is the nature of a masculine man. I'll keep it a buck. So guess what? What does that mean? Your degree don't matter to us. Your PhDs don't matter to us. We don't give a damn if you're buying homes. We don't give a damn if you own 10 properties. We care about 2 things. Are you feminine? Are you submissive? No, 3 things. Feminine, submissive. Can you bore kids for us? That's the mentality of a successful, educated black man. That's where a lot of these women are going wrong here. And she admits that educated BW are harder to control. That is facts. Oh, I got my own money. Oh, I'm a boss babe. I'm independent. I'm independent of my own money. I'm a boss babe. I'm independent. Y'all can't control me. Y'all can't control me. I got all this money right here, darling. Y'all ain't ish, bruh. A lot of ABW is spewing that kind of rhetoric against black men, right? She says here, right? You can't dangle money over us if we make our own. Oh, okay. Fair enough. You can't gaslight us if we've already unpacked our trauma in therapy? You can't tell us to be more feminine when we know exactly who we are. This is insane, bro. Dating a successful black woman is not hard work. It is reflective work. And not everyone wants to look in the mirror. No, let's put this down over here, right? Okay, this part over here. You can't dangle money over us if we make our own. Sweetheart, that's a problem there, right? I'll be real with you, right? Most men don't want to date chicks that she earns more money than him. So if she's on 90K and he's on 50K, he ain't gonna like that. I'll keep her a buck. Because we know that woman, right, will hold out over us. Oh, how dare you control me? How dare you tell me what to do? I earn more money than you. Let's keep her a buck. That's why, right, rich, educated, successful black men would rather date a woman working at Starbucks over a corporate lawyer. That is why rich, educated men throughout history would rather date and marry a woman working at Walmart rather than a female surgeon. You give women money, right? They think they're better than you. I see it every day in the corporate world. You give women money, right? They think they are better than you. You can't tell us to be more feminine when we know exactly who we are. Sweetheart, that's a problem right there. Men want feminine, submissive women. So if a man tells you, hey, be more feminine, and you got a problem with that, that marriage, that relationship won't last long. Femininity is what we want from women. Keep that masculine aggression in the workplace. Come home to the house and be a woman. Be soft. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. Come in our arms. Be soft. Cry in our arms. That's what I want from a woman. I don't want no hard-headed chick. Oh, I made 10K in sales. Yeah, I'm the boss. Get out of here, that man. Get out. Let's keep her a buck. Next slide, okay? So it says here, right? A lot of men, especially the ones who feel like they're the prize, want ease. Yes, and that's why we are passport bros. That is why we are passport bros. We want peace. That is why we're willing to spend resources to go abroad to countries to find a peaceful woman. Men don't give a damn about your career, how much money you're making, blah, blah, blah. They want peace. She says here, right? They want admiration without accountability. They want to be cuddled, affirmed, mothered. They want a woman who adjusts to them, not one who requires them to grow. And when you are used to being scarce, you start behaving like you are irreplaceable. Oh, yo, she coming after you dudes, bro. She coming after you brothers right now, bro. Let's keep her a buck. So what does that mean to us as brothers, right? Yes. In fact, men are the prize because men have a longer peak than women. Now, I'm not saying like men will have a peak. There is a male peak. And anyone that disagrees with that, I'm sorry, we can debate it if you want to call in. There is a male peak. You can't be out here being 65, 60, right? And thinking that you can pull a 20-year-old chick. That ain't happening, bro, unless you're crazy rich. And even then, I question if she really loves you, right? There is a male peak. There'll be a time where you lose your looks, you know, you look ugly. I'll keep her a buck, right? However, with men, we peak much later. Women peak around 28, 27, if I keep it honest with you, right? It is a downward hill for women, right? When she reaches 28. For men, I'd say at the max, the male peak is 40 at the very max, right? So what does that mean? It means that we can be the prize because we have a longer peak. We can be 38, 39, right? And know that we can pull a 21-year-old, 22-year-old Brazilian chick in Brazil You have our kids, should be happy, and that's the end of it, right? And being educated and successful means that, yes, we deserve admiration. Because guess what? Most black men come from nothing. Most black men have had to build themselves up from entirely nothing. No generational wealth, no parents giving them money to buy property, right? They come from the ghetto, from from the very poorest neighborhoods to becoming a tech bro, a surgeon. So hell yeah, we want admiration for how hard we worked. Black men have no handouts. The average black man doesn't have any handouts. He has to work every inch of fiber in his body to get every dime he's earned on this earth. So we want respect for that. We want women to admire us for that. We done came from the bottom, sis. Black men want to be cuddled, affirmed, mothered. That isn't the case. Black men just want a feminine, cooperative woman. Right? Black men just want a feminine, cooperative woman. If you're dealing with men that want to be cuddled, affirmed, and mothered, you're probably dealing with Pookie and Ray Ray, sis. Let's keep her a buck. Because Pookie and Ray Ray are irrational groups of men. Come from broken homes, right? Dad wasn't in the home or mom was in the home. No two-parent household, unstable. They probably want a woman to like cuddle them, blah, blah, blah. That's Pookie and Ray Ray. Educated black men, we're not asking to be cuddled or affirmed or mothered. We're asking for a feminine, submissive woman. Right? So, going on to the next slide, okay? The nostalgia trap. Oh, she says here, right? There's a growing romanticization of our grandparents' era. I just want a traditional woman. Ooh, I just want someone feminine. Ooh, I'm old-fashioned. This right here is Passport Bros lingo. Those 3 points right there are Passport Bros lingo. This tells me that the Passport Bro movement is indeed spreading amongst successful black men. Throughout this channel, I have preached for men of that ilk to go after traditional women, to go after feminine women, right? I have preached that. And to hear that more black men are saying those points is amazing. Most men don't want a feminist chick. Most men don't want a boss babe. They want what has been throughout history. Traditional feminine women that respect and adore their boyfriends or husbands. Let's keep her a buck. Let's keep her a trill, man. She says here, the problem is not tradition. The problem is selective memory. That era looks stable from the outside. Two-parent households, clear gender roles, defined structure. But for many women in that generation, it also meant enduring cheating, financial dependence, and silence. It meant staying because you had no options. We do not want to return to a time where we had fewer rights and fewer exits. No, sweetheart, no. Now you're getting me all messed up. No. You can still work a job, earn your money, and still come home and be a feminine, traditional woman. The problem is nowadays is that we have given you women, we give you chicks money, we give you these big jobs, and you feel like you're better than men. You feel like you're actual men yourselves. You lose all femininity, all traditional values. In fact, you sell your souls to corporate America and corporate UK and corporate Canada. That's a problem there. You can listen in Japan, right? Women work. Japan is one of the most hard-working societies on planet Earth, and I've been there multiple times. Women are working. Despite women working 9-to-5 jobs and wearing female suits, they are some of the most feminine, submissive, traditional women you will ever meet. So you can't tell me that you can't tell me that that you can't work and be a feminine woman at the same time. I was in Panama 3 years ago. I met women who worked, right? Normal jobs, and they were sweethearts. They were feminine, traditional, lovely to speak to. This is solely an American thing. This is solely a Western thing where women get a job, they lose who they are internally. So when a man says, I want a traditional woman and so on feminine, that can be a woman who works, or maybe she wants to be a stay-at-home mum. Right? So once again, right, this woman has no idea what she's talking about. No idea. No idea. And tell me what's wrong with having clear gender roles and defined structure. In fact, yeah, bring it back. Men should be men and women should be women. What does that mean? Men should be masculine and dominant. Women should be feminine and submissive. Yes. Yes. And that doesn't mean that that's cheating or whatever. No, you can have a functional relationship when both the man and the woman know their roles in the relationship. Yes. So guess what? Bring back that time. Bring it back. Next slide, okay? And yet, I've noticed many men are either apolitical, agnostic to social issues, or quietly conservative. What? Wait, black men? Yo, black men? No way. No way. What? No way. Hold on. She says here, right? And yet, I've noticed many black men are either apolitical, agnostic to social issues, or quietly conservative in ways that directly impact women's autonomy. I'm going to tear this comment apart so much. There's a longing for simpler times without acknowledgement of who those times were simple for. Nostalgia is easy when history was kind to you. It is less charming when it isn't. Okay. Let me now tear this comment apart, okay? Number one, black men are done being used in the political landscape for votes. And black men are done being disrespected by other groups of people who we have fought for their rights, and they don't fight for our rights. Case in point, the whole ICE happening throughout America against the Latin community. In America, the Latin community, some of the most racist group of people against black men and the black community. So if you are racist towards us, if you disrespect us, right? If you don't see us on an equal level, we are not going to fight for you. The days are done where black men are these kind souls fighting for everyone. No, we're only going to support groups of people who also support us. Our support, right, is dependent on you supporting us too. It's got to be a two-way street. Gone are the days where black men just support any social cause. No. So if women are out here disrespecting us, right, disrespecting short, dark-skinned black men, because guess what? They have it the worst. Imagine being dark-skinned, acorn complexion, and being 5'5". Man, woman won't even see you as human, bro. The average American woman will not see you as human if you're a dark-skinned black man and you're 5'4". So you have all these men who aren't the standard men, who aren't the desirable men, being every day disrespected by a woman every day. They're not going to fight for your cause, right? She mentions here, right, quietly conservative in ways that directly impact women's autonomy. I think she's probably referring to like baby deletion laws. Now, let's go back in time, okay? The race of men or people that passed the anti-baby deletion laws were all white sweethearts. Don't group black men in that. America is run by white people. So if there's any sort of law that is taking autonomy away from women, it's by white people, sweetheart. Don't group black men in these kind of things. And guess what? Black men have the right to be conservative. Isn't that what freedom of speech is for? Isn't that what freedom of expression is for? No. Black men have a right to be liberal, in the middle, or conservative. No. That's how I feel, right? And if a black man doesn't want to vote or is apolitical, that is his own personal decision. I'll keep it a buck. In fact, it makes more sense for a man to be conservative in 2026. We've seen what certain movements have done to black men and men in general, lied on black men, accused black men of horrible crimes and acts. Now we're waking up to the BS. So, next slide, okay? She says here, right? I'm pro-black, I'm anti-struggle. Ooh, that's gonna be sweet. This gonna be sweet. Let's check it out, okay? Let's check it out. This is the part that makes people uncomfortable. As black people, so much of our collective achievement has come through struggle, survival, endurance, resistance. We've been taught that if it costs you something, it's valuable. If it hurts, it's meaningful. But somewhere along the way, that logic bled into love. We normalized chaos as chemistry. We labeled instability as passion. We rebranded inconsistency as he's just figuring it out. And if she stays, she's loyal, she's ride or die. Okay, sweetheart. Let's break it down, man. Let's break it down. Whew. Let's break it down. Okay. She says here, we normalize chaos as chemistry. We didn't normalize that, sweetheart. Not black men. No, it's BWs. Look at the type of black men that famous BWs date in media. Notice how these are black men that are not in suits, that are not in tech, that are not doctors, not surgeons. Famous BWs like, let's say, Cardi B, Megan the Fat rapper, you know, all these black female singers and rappers, right? Notice how they date dysfunctional brothers. Notice how they date dysfunctional brothers. They date brothers who have chaos inside of them, brothers who are unstable mentally, brothers who harm other brothers, brothers who say the N-word to other brothers, right? Notice how you don't see them dating square brothers. Notice how you don't see these BWs dating nerdy looking brothers who watch anime, who read manga, who play Beyblade, who play Yu-Gi-Oh, who play Pokemon. So guess what? It's BWs, right, that love chaos. I've seen clips of BWs where she said that if her man ain't fighting other dudes, if a man ain't got a strap on him, if a man ain't on demon time, he's a lame. She don't want to date him. I see all the time on social media. Let's keep it a buck. He says here, right? We labeled instability as passion. Who labeled that? Not educated black men, sweetheart. Now, maybe hood rat black people are on that time. Not me as an educated brother. Right? And that's why I've always preached for the separation between the black community. I want educated black people on one side, and I want hood rat, long intelligent black people on the other side. I don't want them mixing in any shape or form. Don't be around them. Don't be friends with them. Right? Don't date them. No. It's about time we separate from these kind of people. And guess what? I have dropped low intelligent brothers and sisters in the past. Because guess what? If I'm in the library every day studying, right? If I'm a law-abiding dude, If I'm a nerdy brother, why the hell am I going to be around brothers who are gangbanging, brothers who have no ambition, brothers who want to smoke all day and run through chicks? I'll separate from them, bro. So it seems to me that she's dating, right, brothers who, what's the word for it, are Tupac in a business suit. Brothers who are James St. Patrick from Power. They're successful, right? They're in suits, right? But they're thugs. They're unstable. They're unstable, bro. They make a lot. They make a lot of money, right? But these guys are gangsters or have that thuggish culture inside of them. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. She says here, right? And if she stays, she's loyal. She's ride or die. Facts. We need more loyal and ride or die women. Because women nowadays want the finished products, right? The average Western woman, right, is going to go through a struggle with you. Like, it's very, very rare, right? Where you have nothing, she's going to cook you a meal. She's going to encourage you to believe in your dreams. The average woman isn't even like that anymore in 2026, right? So next slide. But I do not want to endure love. I want to rest in it. I want love to regulate my nervous system, not fry it. I want it to be a refuge from the world, not another battleground. I want consistency without confusion, affection without anxiety, commitment without coercion. Struggle built our ancestors. It does not need to be the down payment for my marriage. Okay, fair enough. She says here, right? Oh, now, let me say this clearly, right? Not all black men. But when the same themes show up in my life and in the lives of hundreds of successful black women I speak to, it stops feeling random. They want to marry black men. We want beautiful black families. We want cultural alignment and shared experiences, but not in exchange for chaos. Sweetheart, successful, educated black men who are actually smart, they don't want black American women. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you real. I'll let you off rip. I'll let you now. I'll let you know off rip right now. Successful black men don't want black American women. Successful black men, if they want a black woman, they'll go Brazil, they'll go Colombia, Africa, or the Caribbean. I am of the opinion that Western women of any race are not wifey. There's just too much BS around them. The fact that she even made this kind of blog post says it all. Western woman, whether she's black, white, Asian, Latina, unless she's very, very close to God and she's a virgin, right? And she's young, right? 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, right? And she comes from a very, very strong cultural family, two-parent household. She's not worth wifing. I'll keep a buck with you. And this kind of blog just proves my point. So let's break it down, right? She says here, not all black men, right? But this kind of blog post kind of suggests like you talked about all black men. But I keep it a buck. And and the woman you spoke to, right? Maybe it's just them. Notice how there's never a self-reflection in these kind of posts. Maybe it's a you problem. Maybe it's your attitude. Maybe it's how you come across. Maybe it's the fact that successful BWs, right, always got to tell men, I got 5 degrees. I got a PhD. Y'all can't tell me ish. Y'all can't control me. Y'all can't control me. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. Right? So if you're coming to a marriage or a relationship with that kind of energy, a lot of black men are going to check out. A lot of black men are going to check out. I'm just keeping it real. She says here, right? They want to marry black men. Black men don't want you, sweetheart. Black men are going to go after a foreign black woman. I encourage successful and educated black men to go after a foreign black woman. Enough is enough of the game with these women. Enough is enough. 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 The only time you should be talking to Western women is at work, or she's packing your groceries, or she's a cashier at a bank, or some ish like that. I'll keep it a buck. These women are not to be trusted. These Western women, doesn't matter what race she is, are not to be trusted. They are not wife material. I'm keeping it a buck. How many virgin women are in the West right now? How many virgin BWs are in the West right now? How many? How many? Hardly any. And here, carry on here, and here's a shift that feels seismic. Many successful black women are experiencing peaceful solitude for the first time in their lives. We grow up in homes marked by scarcity, instability, or survival mode. We now have built quiet apartments, curated routines, stable incomes, regulated nervous systems. Our homes no longer feel chaotic, they are sanctuaries. And when you're thought to build peace, you do not invite the disruption of casual. Great, 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 great. In fact, leave us alone. Go in there, a white guy, a Latin guy, leave successful, educated black men alone. Because guess what? I don't give a damn how many apartments you have, how many goddamn paintings you have in your apartment, how much money you make, right? If you are not feminine, not submissive, right? Can't cook, can't be a wife, can't be a woman, can't be a goddamn homemaker. We have nothing to discuss. We have nothing to discuss. Just keep away. Just keep away. There is nothing to discuss. There isn't. There isn't. I'm happy you found peace, right? But we're not the ones bringing disruption or chaos. It's y'all. It's y'all. Because men are going back to being who men really are: conservative, traditional, masculine. And if you can't go back to who you were, feminine, soft, submissive, there is nothing to discuss here. There isn't anything. She says here, right? Our peace has become a fortress. Only men who add to the stability get access. That requires consistency, emotional maturity, effort, generosity, leadership that is protective, not performative. And some men, especially those who used to being in demand, prefer easier options. Women that can impress with money, women that can intimidate, women who will not tolerate misalignment for proximity to status. Okay. I don't know who she thinks she is. This is BS. Okay. Of course, men are going to take the easy option. And for me, and for brothers, that's getting our passport and traveling to avoid women like y'all. I'll keep her a buck. These kind of women are women that you don't want to be around. These kind of women are women that you want to keep far away from. Far away from. She is hitting every liberal point here, right? The modern day liberal woman says this, right? Emotional maturity, generosity, leadership, performative. These are these trigger words, right? That you know you're dealing with a hyper liberal democratic woman. Okay, let's break it down, right? Generosity. Sweetheart, tell me what you mean by that. So you want men, right, to just spend money on you I'm assuming, right? To spend money on women. And these same women, right, are earning six figures in banks, in tech, and they can't spend on their man. No, we ain't doing that no more in 2026. We ain't doing that. If I was to date a Western woman, right, that works, and I'm moving with her, we're going 50-50 on the bills, going out, blah, blah, blah. There is no one-sided financial relationship. Knowing that women nowadays are earning big bucks, there is no gender pay gap. There is no gender pay gap. That's BS. Women actually earning 200K a year, 400K a year, six figures, and they refuse to spend it on men. In fact, very selfish of them, right? They want black men to spend all their money on these chicks, knowing that they're earning great money from their job. And I guarantee you, right, that these high earning women, BWs, right, would not tolerate this from white men, right? In fact, they will spend the money on a white dude. When it's a brother, spend on me, spend on me, spend on me. Let's keep it real. You don't want to be around these kind of women. You don't. These words are just crazy. It says here, right, women that can impress with money. Okay? Women that can intimidate. What is she talking about? Intimidate. What is she talking about? Men, for me, the easier option is getting your passport. You see, everything leads to becoming a passport, bro. Everything. Every single thing leads to becoming a passport, bro. It really does. This is the mindset of the modern Western woman. Emotional maturity, generosity, all these kind of performative, all these garbage liberal terms. Next slide. So what happens, right? Some black women opt out entirely. Some date outside their race. Oh, I told you. What did I tell you, man? Some date outside their race. Just say you want to date a white man. It's instead of you writing all these blog posts, right? Just say you want a white man, who you can control. He's gonna sit for you, and do some crazy stuff in the bedroom that black men won't do. Just say that. Just say that, BWs, please. Just say that, please. Just keep it a buck. Just keep it a buck. Some like me. Oh, she a passport sis? What? Some like me are at least considering dating outside the country. Okay. No. Let's break it down, okay? Passport sisters cannot be passport bros. The average foreign man doesn't take American women seriously. Doesn't matter what race she is. In fact, American women are just bedroom practice for these dudes. In Japan, we see a bunch of American chicks there. They get ran through. They don't get wifed for the most part. Same in Brazil. Same in Colombia. It is foreign men that are wanted by foreign women everywhere. Canadian women, American women, British women are not desirables to foreign men. They are not desirable to foreign men. Let's keep it a buck. I'm just keeping it real. Keeping it real. This is hilarious. So she wants to become a passport sis. No, listen, like the only way, in my opinion, you can be a successful passport cis is if you are in your early 20s, you're actually very good looking as a Western woman. You may have some success, but that ain't guaranteed. You probably get a few bedroom activity with some dudes, but they ain't gonna marry you. They're gonna see how masculine, how demanding you are, how how unpleasant you are compared to the local woman. Take the average Japanese chick and compare it to an American chick. Both foreign dudes and both local dudes are going to put the Japanese chick over the American chick. Some of these women are absolutely delusional. Let's carry on reading. Because when you live in an unaffordable, high-stress society, it distorts everything, including relationships. Scarcity breeds ego. Financial pressure magnifies power struggles. And suddenly, successful becomes a relative term depending on the market you're in. That I agree with. The West is over, bro. That I agree with, right? The hyper-capitalism in the West, greed from billionaires and corporations, is ruining the dating market. It's playing a big part in ruining the dating market. We see with dating apps, with social media, right? With layoffs. I agree with that. I definitely do. More options shift power. And when women have power and choice, we are less likely to settle for someone who meets 6 out of 10 requirements and calls it destiny. I told you. She says here, right? And when women have power and choice, we are less likely to settle for someone who meets 6 out of 10 requirements and calls it destiny. What does that really mean? That right there is a woman speak. I'm going to break down what that really means. When women have money, power, and choice, she ain't going for the respectable dude who knows how to treat a woman, who has who's stable, right? Who's actually a generally good guy. She's going for what makes her juices flow. What's in her animalistic brain or body? What she truly wants. And we see dating apps are a true factor of the mentality of the modern Western woman. So what does that mean, brothers? It means that we see a small amount of men are essentially having all the women, right? Most women are gravitating towards a particular small group of men. And these men have these common traits, okay? And remember, these are women that have the power and choice and money to make these choices. And they're picking these types of men. Over 6 feet. Over 6 feet, without a doubt. Square jawline. Square chiseled jawline. Blue eyes, green eyes, that kind of nonsense. A guy that is not only very tall, but may have some money to him. He ain't gonna earn too much, but a decent amount. As long as he's tall, blue eyes, square jawline. Yep. So basically a Chad. Not many guys are over 6 foot. So if you gave a woman in the West a choice of a douchebag 6'5" guy or a 5'5", very respectable, decent, and honorable man, who's she gonna pick? Who's she gonna pick? Who's she gonna pick? She's gonna pick the 6'5" guy. Because at the end of the day, it's black pill. Black pill. Black pill. What money? Hold on, right? Money, job titles have shown the true nature of woman in the West. When you give woman money and a job, she will show her true animalistic dating nature. And this is where black pill comes in. That's why you see women who are lawyers dating, right, homeless dudes, hobos, dudes who have no job, nothing going for them. But guess what? He's tall. She finds him good looking, blah, blah, blah. Because that is what she wants from an animalistic point of view. That's where black pill comes in. So when she says here, why when women have power and choice, we are less likely to settle for someone who meets 6 out of 10 requirements. She's right, but she's putting that woman, that woman speak over it. This is why don't have mercy for these women and do not feel sorry for them. Some black man or some guy is gonna watch my stream. He's probably 5'4". He's dark skinned, right? He's skinny, got muscles, but he's short, right? Do you think that this kind of woman of her ilk will pick you? F no. F no. So don't feel sorry for their struggles, bro. Don't. Do not do so. What we're seeing here is that when you give them a job, when you pay them well, their true nature comes out. And suddenly you being a good guy, but you're just short, you ain't got a square jawline, but you're generally a good person. You got a good soul. You respect women. So she's gonna pick the douchebag tall Brad. Once again, black pill is that animalistic nature, that pure attraction. That's why nothing can beat, in my opinion, nothing can beat pure attraction. When a woman has pure animalistic attraction for you, she's yours forever. The money is just it just helps things out. But you want a woman, right, that has that pure animalistic attraction towards you. That when she sees you, when you come up from home, you come back from work, she sees you, she wants to jump on you and ride you, keeping it PG. That's what you want from a chick, bro. That's what you want. Next slide. She just says here, right? Final thoughts. I'm not bitterness. This is not bitterness. It's analysis. This is not anti-black men. It's anti-dysfunction. I am pro-black. I am pro-love. I am pro-family. I am just no longer pro-chaos. Then you're dating the wrong kind of black man. You're dating the wrong type of black woman. Sorry, you're dating the wrong type of black man. Just keeping it real. Maybe this is what happens when black women heal. When we get quiet, when we taste stability and realize we like it. Maybe the real revolution is not finding a man. Maybe it's refusing to abandon ourselves to keep one. This concludes my sociological field reports. I will continue gathering data. Interesting. So let's read the comments, okay? Let's read the comments. So we got a simp over here. This was powerful and truthful read. It's spot on. This is simp, by the way. A brother. Oh man, ain't no saving him, man. She says here, I want love to regulate my nervous system, not fry it. Okay, whatever. It says here, right? I wish I could love this 1,000 times, eloquently written and stated. I assessed and reflect many years ago and drew similar conclusions. I chose to open my options and I have no regrets. What does that mean? I bet it's dating white men. Let's see. What does that mean? Then open up your options. These chicks, man, they want every excuse to date a white guy. They want every excuse to date a white guy. That's just it, bro. Why do black men vote better than non-black men? Okay, let's go down here. The wild part is that we're often facing the same battles, but the ones who genuinely value the beauty we share somehow miss each other. Okay. Wow, for the immediately. Look how many people are agreeing with her. So glad the algorithm brought me here because this damn sure warranted a follow. Hey, new friend. Nostalgia is easy when history was kind to you. We have a non-black woman over here. Or is she black? I don't even know, man. She looks very light. I don't know, man. As a successful black man who's been in therapy and actively doing the work, This hits different. Great read. Simp. A lot of brothers are lost, man. You know what? Let these kind of brothers date these kind of chicks. I want the real educated brothers, the real smart brothers, get their passport and yeah, and stop dating these kind of chicks. So now, brothers, let's talk, man. This blog post was nonsense, right? And I'm just showing you the average mentality of BW. Okay. I'm going to say this right, brothers. Find a career, get your passport, and find freedom. Time waits for no man. 4 years from now, we're going to be in 2030, right? What do you want to achieve between now and 2030? Maybe some years marriage, a girlfriend, some kids. So let's work towards that. Honestly, time waits for no man. Okay. So this was a very insightful blog. Now, I want to start reacting to some content. I'm going to open up the phone lines first before I react to some content. And if you want to chime in, please feel free to do so. Let me just open up the phone lines real quick over here. Let's go. So I want to open up the phone lines. If you want to call in and chime into this discussion, please do so. Okay. Phone lines are open. Phone lines are open. Let me know in the live stream chat. What was your thoughts on the article? Do you agree with her? Do you disagree with her? Let me know. Let me know. Any callers? Okay, so while we wait for a caller, I'm now going to react to some clips. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So let me just share my screen. So I want to react to what you can get abroad, right? When you put your mind to it, when you focus and when you get your passport, right? You can get you a nice Asian chick like this who would cook for you a nice meal after your gym session. Let's carry on watching.
Man, I just got back from the gym. Appreciate you, baby. Appreciate you. So I got some fiber right here.
Oh man, let me run that back, right? And you can tell, right, she's slim thick too. Okay, this brother's winning, right? This brother's winning. So I want to show you, right, just how it's like, how life is when you hold on, right? So this is life when you have your passport and you go abroad, or you just find a foreign chick, right, who's on your plan, making you meals after your gym session. You're in paradise. Let's carry on watching.
Man, I just got back from...
Oh, she's thick. See those fires over there? See those fires? Oh man.
Man, I just got back from the gym. Appreciate you, baby. Appreciate you. So I got some fiber right here.
And she's pretty too. So this brother here is a gym bro, right? He's got a slim, thick Asian chick. She's cute. She's definitely in the gym too. He's in the gym too. She's making him a meal after his gym session. This right here is the dream. She has a beautiful smile. the way she looks at him, she completely adores and respects him. That is what you want in a woman. The average American woman doesn't even smile at a man. The average American woman doesn't even cook for a man. Right? Let's keep it real. So again, the key to happiness and success is by finding a non-Americanized, non-Western woman. Let's carry on watching.
With some chicken and mashed potatoes, we finna eat this shit. I'm actually gonna be able to do like 250 grams of protein a day. This is my meal right now. So the next 2 hours, I'll eat again.
She made that for him. She made that for him. You see, brothers, you need a woman like that, man. You need a woman like this, right? Who cares for you, who cooks for you, and also who also takes care of herself too. Damn.
And then we just gonna go to sleep. We'll wake around like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna do the same shit again, man.
And I notice how she's in the background, all quiet, smiling. She completely respects him. If that was an American chick, she'd probably start screaming, start shouting, start saying something crazy. You see, like, brothers, if you want peace, right? If you're a man that has worked hard for his whole life, got your IT certs, got a job, making great money, being patient, you want a woman like that. And she's looking good.
Probably gonna hit some weird notes. So we'll get back to it. Let's get it.
You see, check out those thighs on her. Check out those thighs on her, bruv. Oh my goodness, man. Thick thighs, repeat after me. Thick thighs save lives. Look at that smile, brothers. Look at those thighs, flat stomach. This brother won, man. And the way she's looking at him, the eyes, bro, it's always in the eyes. The way she's looking at him, bro, he won. That's all it takes, right? And notice how the brother isn't slabby. Notice how the brother isn't sloppy. He looks after himself.
Man, I just got back from the gym. Appreciate it.
You see? Right, men, it's important to please look after yourself, man. Hit the gym, eat healthy, eat right. Drop any soda, drop junk food, right? You know, drop high-fat foods, you know, drop foods that make you look flabby and sick. Hit the gym, be healthy, have a healthy mindset, have a healthy mind state, and you can get a woman like this, right? I think she's Filipina. Right? And I'll be real with you, right? I have slept on Filipina women for far too long. From what I see on social media, right? From what I see online, I think Filipina women are a great match for black men. I think more black men need to give Filipina women a chance. Now, and I know, right, on this channel, I've been hard on the Japanese chicks, right? But I feel like, yo, I gotta show more love to the Filipinas, because there is crazy potential there. There is crazy potential with these women, honestly. And I'll be with you. I feel like out of all the Asian women, including Southeast Asian women, East Asian women, the top 2 women that show black men the most love that are Asian are Filipinas and Japanese. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it a buck. In fact, I think I see more Filipino women with black men than Japanese women with black men. So what does that tell you, right? It tells you that there's a market of Philippines that black men can explore, have the opportunity to meet women there, build families. But all I ask is, right, vet well, you know. I've always said, like, brothers, don't fall in love with the first woman you see abroad. More than likely, she ain't going to be the one. Date around, right? Look around. Okay. She might be the one, right? She might be a wifey. And I know, right, we come in the West, right? And a lot of men have that scarcity mindset. I don't blame you because the average man isn't getting women. So if one woman shows you love that you got in a long time, you're gonna have one-itis. But I guarantee, brothers, right, when you go abroad, when you go abroad, right, okay, you can see one beautiful girl, doesn't work out with her, for another beautiful girl, doesn't work out with her, for another beautiful girl. And that's why I preach passport bros. And black men need this movement the most. Black men need this movement the most. Right? Because right now, right now there's a short black man, 5'5", dark skin. And I know I keep saying that, right? But imagine being a 5'5", 5'4", dark skinned black man in 2026. Imagine. Imagine. There isn't, there isn't gonna, he ain't gonna get much love, bro. He isn't. But when you go abroad, right, there's gonna be someone that will like you for you. You won't find that in the West. And when you see a woman like this, right, making a meal for you with those thighs, right?
Appreciate you. So I got some fiber right here with some chicken
and the way she just she's just back there quiet, smiling.
Eat this shit.
She gets closer to him. You see that? She gets close to him. She puts her hand behind his back.
I'm actually gonna be able to do like 250 grams of protein today. This
watch her hands
right now.
You see her hands right there? Oh man, she loves him. She loves him. She genuinely loves him. She genuinely loves this man. And that's what I want for passport bros. This is what I genuinely want for passport bros. Honestly, this is what I want. So let's work towards that. Work towards getting freedom. Work towards, meeting women like this, making us meals, caring for us, getting close to us. That is a goal. Let's work towards that, brothers. Remember, time ain't waiting for no man. Time isn't waiting for no man. It isn't. Okay? So shout out to his brother. I hope it's a long-lasting relationship. He won. And I want this kind of love and relationship for all passport bros traveling to get away from foreigners, to get away from Western women, and to meet a foreign woman. Okay? Awesome. So those are my thoughts. I have a caller here. I'm going to bring him in. Okay. Let me bring in Big Rax. What's up, bro? You good?
Hey, what's up, IP? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, bro. How you doing, man?
Yeah, doing good, man. It's good to talk to you, man. I just been busy. I just got done finishing my cert up for the IT. I'm just doing another one and stacking up there, man. So I go ahead and get this remote job.
Awesome, brother. Awesome, man. Hopefully it's going well. I wish you success and blessings, bro.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Yeah. The way you were talking about with the with the hypergamy and all that, bro, it's really true, man. Like I seen it basically all my life being in the States, I don't know about the UK and etc., but I feel like the States probably the worst, bro. And like you said that the brother, a dark skinned brother is 5'5". Shoot, I don't even want to imagine that, bro. and he's not good looking. Cause I have seen 5'5" dudes with black chicks, American black chicks, but they got that pookie vibe with them. But if he he a nerd and he's 5'5" and he not good looking, I don't want to that'd be a nightmare for me. Heck no. I don't want to imagine that. Yeah,
facts, bro. Facts.
No, I'm listening.
No, you go.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro, man. So that's why I'm saying, like, brothers just need to stack their money up, man. If you just go without for a little bit, man, just put your save your money up, man, and get as much education, etc., whatever you're trying to do, and just travel, man, because that's really the only way. Because the states wasn't even like this, bro, like 15 years ago. I mean, I tell you that in the last live, it won't like this, bro. It was promised though, but it won't like this, man. And I advise anybody, man, to get out, man. Like, just stack your money up. Have your business. Don't just work. If you make good money at your job, that's good. But have your side business or something. So just in case stuff happen, you'll have a second income or a third.
Thanks, brother. Brother, stay on the line because I want to react to something my review, right? So you can just see just how cut the dating market is. Give me a sec, right?
Okay, I'll be right here.
Okay, so brothers, right?
You got to be with a nigga.
So let me just show you just how, right? Let me just show you. So I got a clip here that's going to show you just how tall men don't understand what average men go through. This is King 6'8" the Great. He's actually generally 6'8" in heights. His dating experiences, right, do not compare to average black males or males in general. So let's hear what it says and let's react to his comment here.
Imagine you a female and you got to be with a nigga with this type of mindset. Women don't like me because I'm not tall. Women like tall.
Yeah, and that is true. Women generally will not like you in America if you're not tall. Let's keep it a buck. A woman will tell you to your face, you're not over 6 foot, you're short, it can't work out. And that is a fair statement for the average man to say. King 6'8" the Great is 6'8". He has no idea what dudes who are smaller than him have to go through in the dating market. Women come to him, bro. Women go to him. He don't go to women, bro. Women come to him because he's tall, etc., etc. So when that guy depend about how women don't like him because he's tall, that's a fair statement. What's your thoughts there, Big Rax, on the first part here? Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I know you gonna laugh at this, but attractive people are in their own race, bro. No matter if they black, white, whatever, they in their own race, bro. They don't, they don't have, they live a totally different life, bro. For real, I seen them my whole life. They live a totally different life from the average person. They don't really understand, bro. Like they don't understand, like how I feel, the struggle, how how I feel not to have no woman, etc. Because life is so easy for them. So how can somebody understand someone life's so easy for them, bro?
Facts, absolute facts, bro. Let's kind of watch him.
Imagine how dry that's going to make her insides. What female would want to be with a nigga that think like that? It's your mindset, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're not confident, you're not going to pull.
No, but BS. It's not about mindset. I'm sorry. Okay, tell that to 5 foot. Tell that to a guy who's 5 foot. Tell that to a guy who's 5'1". Oh, it's your mindset, bro. Blah blah blah. You're 5'1", but if you're confident, you can pull a 5'7" chick or 5'3" chick. Get out of here. Unless you're Asian, because for the most part, right, I'd say Asian women, right, a good amount of them don't really care about height. But guess what? Not all men are into Asian women. And and guess what? Okay, race matters as well in these Asian societies. So you can be short and white, have no problems. But if you're short and black, you're cooked. You're cooked. It's not a mindset thing, King 6'8" the Great. It's not. What's your thoughts there, Big Rats?
Yeah, I agree with you, IP. He's 6'8", so he like the 0.0005% of men. So it's gonna be a totally different experience for him. And he that's why I'm saying, like, guys like that, man, they say, oh, you don't have confidence and etc. But like I see, like, I see short men, like me being in Texas. I see short men here, but guess who always got a woman with them that's short? A Mexican. You feel me? So if a black dude's short and he like he a good brother, nerdy, he's trying to he's stable, trying to get himself together, he gonna struggle really bad, bro. Like I seen it. And it don't apply to other races. Even if he probably white, I mean he white. I don't know for sure because I don't I'm not but even if he white, bro, he'll do most likely better than a brother. I'm just gonna be honest, you know. And I'm not being negative because a lot of people be like, "Oh, you just being negative and etc." Bro, I'm good over here. I'm good over here. I get chicks, but I understand where the dude's coming from, bro. It is a red game out here.
Facts, absolute facts.
Women, I'm just being real with you, bro. If you're not confident and you don't feel like you a king, if you don't feel like you're that guy with nothing, I'm talking about broke. You need to be broke on a bicycle, pop. You ain't got a car, you ain't got a crib, but you hold your chest high because you know you're that guy. You know that.
No, bro, no. Because at this point in time, right, he's ignoring black pill, right? We live in an era, right, where black pill literally is over everything. How you look, your height is literally the most important thing for women in the West right now. And that's why I push the passport bro movement, right? In fact, you being short and having nothing, right, is literally going to make your damn prospects worse. King 6'8". What are you talking about, bro? Right? What is he talking about? You being short and having nothing, right? You being short, ugly, having no wealth, nothing. You are literally going to get no chicks. It's not about being confident. You can be confident, right? But if you don't have that physical raw attraction that women that women are pulled towards you, you ain't getting no chicks. You ain't getting nothing, bruv.
You have more to offer than just material possessions. You're a good time. You charismatic. You're well versed in a little bit of everything. You can have
Okay. However, if you don't look, if you're not her type, you ain't gonna get her. If you're not her type, you're not gonna get her. So if you're 5'2", you can be charismatic, you can be confident. Okay, but she genuinely doesn't like your height or how you look. And right now in the West, height is everything, bro. Height. You go on TikTok, women keep saying the guy gotta be minimum 6 foot. 6 foot, not even 5'11", 6 foot. These tall dudes, right, are living in complete different planets to us, man. Complete different lives.
Long conversations, and you can be charming, and you can make a girl smile just by you being you.
Oh no. What's your thoughts there, Big Rex?
Yeah, IP. I knew a dude that when I went to school with, he was like 5'1", but this dude was very, very, very attractive, bro. And he was like, he showed me his Facebook profile, and man, he was like his profile was doing very good, bro. Like he was getting likes, because it's to get likes from a Western chick. I'm gonna be honest, it is hard, bro. On Facebook, whatever, Instagram, etc. They only want to like the famous people, but he was doing very good, bro. But he was a very attractive black dude, and like he was like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. So unless you very, very attractive, bro, and you short, and and you black, you could do good. But if you ugly and you short, it's over for you, bro. I'm just being honest. I'm not being negative. I'm just speaking the truth. There's nothing wrong with speaking the truth.
Was he light skinned, that dude? Light skinned,
he
Chris
was like
Brown dude?
brown skin, bro. He was brown skin.
That's light enough. Now imagine if it was Akon complexion, dark skin, and he's 5 foot and he's 5'1", bro. He's cooked. Akon complexion, brother, 5'1", he's cooked.
Yeah. Hey, IP, if he had he looked like Akon and he was 5'1", man, that dude probably, he would not be getting all those likes in the setup, bro. I'm being honest. He was getting like 150 likes. He showed me on his Facebook. Cause I used to hang with him, but he showed me he was getting 150 likes in the setup on his Facebook. I'm like, wow, bro, like you doing that good, bro. But like I said, he was, no homo. I'm not judging him, etc. But he was very, very, he was a very attractive guy. And, he wasn't even light skin. He was brown skin. He had, he had a good complexion too, bro. It's weird what it's hard to explain, bro. But that's the only way, bro. You feel me? Like if you very dark, if you tall and dark, you'll do better than a dark skinned, very short dude, man.
Absolute facts. Those are our points and opinions on this clip over here. Let me bring in J.I. in the background. What's up, bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, bro. How you doing, man?
Good. Yeah, I just wanted to dive in real quick on the topic. And that article you wrote, that you showed, and what you're talking about with this guy is pretty much on point. And that guy who was talking in that video sounded more like the 1990s slash 2000 single digits PUAs, man. All you got to do is just do cold approach and have confidence and all that stuff, and then you'll get the girl. And it's just not true. It sounds more like
You
MLM,
got
multi-level marketing, where you're just going and just approaching for nothing and wasting time, because you gotta have to have a certain demeanor, appearance, and look in the Western world, and that's for any color of women. That's just my opinion on it.
no facts, bro.
Hello?
Brother, yeah. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, brother. Do you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Yeah, I hear you, man.
Hello?
I hear you, bro.
Hello?
I hear you, man. I hear
Hello?
you, brother. I hear you, man.
We hear you, bro.
Hello?
We hear you. We hear you.
Hello?
What the flip, brother? We hear you.
I'll come back.
Hey, I be you just get him off the live and he just come back because something going on with his connection or whatever.
Hello?
Brother, we hear you, man.
Hello?
What the?
Hello?
Bro, we hear you. Okay, let me drop him off there.
Hello?
Okay, so no, it's facts, bro. You need to have a certain type of look. For me, like, looks matter more than personality right now in 2026. I'll keep her a buck. You know, all that Justin Maxon nonsense, all that whatever, you know, maxing. If you ain't got a look, you ain't gonna get no girl in the West. This is the most competitive era in dating in history. Yeah. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Let me. Okay. He's not gonna. Is he calling back? Oh, go on, bro. Fire away, Big Rex.
Oh yeah. I forgot what I was about to say, man. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, with the Filipinos, bro. They actually love brothers, bro. They probably love brothers the most, man. To be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest though. You know, I'm not gonna just sugarcoat now. You know, some of them are a little crazy though. But when I was on that Filipino app, I forgot what it's called, but it's a Filipino dating app. I was getting a lot of love, bro, from 18 years old and etc. And you know, like I told you before in the other lives, the customer service representative called me and told me that she was like, "Oh, you got all the women, don't you?" And you know, they just love brothers, man. It's a good spot, man. And they actually, you don't have to be no thug or what, no bad boy. They actually, like, I talked to some of them. They said they actually like nice guys, bro. You know, and I seen it like when I looked at another brother live. You know, they said, "Oh yeah, he a nice guy," and she the Filipino chick was like, "I don't care, I still want him." So you know, it's a different dynamic, man, than the States. The States is just demonic, man. You know, I do good here. You know, I'm tall, dark, and you know I'm not a bad looking dude, but it's probably the worst out of all the Western civilization, bro. All the Western countries is the worst, bro. And I can't really speak on UK and etc. But you know, it's for sure is it's not good.
Facts, bro. Brother, let me bring up another clip to react to. So let's go. Let me go over here. So let's go over here. So this is an interesting clip, right? Because we have so we have an Asian woman here, right, who is out here saying that Black people are God's chosen people. What is going on amongst Asian women? Where's all the love coming from? Let's check it out first.
Black people are God's chosen people.
Black people are God's chosen people. These are words coming out of an Asian woman. Never would I have thought in 2026 where an East Asian woman is on camera saying that Black people are God's chosen people. Off rip right there, Big Rax. What's your thoughts, brother, when you hear that from an Asian chick?
Man, listen, man, I love it, bro. Like, I just saw a clip of a brother, a dark skinned brother in China, and man, he was man, he was doing good, bro. So like Asian chicks, they going for us more, bro. And she not lying, bro. I mean, we are, I mean, from our life experience and etc. I believe Jesus is black, and all the prophets were black. She ain't lying. So like I said, them Asian chicks, they love us, bro. I mean, a lot of them be white worship, etc. But at the end of the day, bro, they really love us now, bro. I plan on getting me one. As long as she ain't been dogged out by Brad and etc. But they love us now, bro.
Damn. It's kind of watching.
That's why they're naturally spiritual. That's why they're overlooked. That's why they're copied across the whole planet Earth.
Wow. Okay. Okay. But do you feel like this is cope? Like, do you feel like, are we like, is she doing this to like attract black men, or does she genuinely mean this? Because like, okay, so how are we God chosen people, right? When we ain't got a first world black country, where around the world black people are messed up all around the world economically, infrastructure wise, we're doing pretty bad. If I keep a bucket you as black men in every area of life, how are we God chosen people where things are really going bad for us in 2026? Like, brother, what's your thoughts here? Do you feel like this is cope and we shouldn't really take her word seriously? Fire away, bro.
Nah, she right. The reason why we do bad, bro, because it felt like a curse. We live on a curse, bro. That's why I'm saying, bro. Like, it's because we like we supposed to be number one. Basically, everybody want to be us and etc. Bro, but she not coping or just lying, bro. It's because when you read the Bible, bro, it tell you about the Israelites going through curses and they were going to a strength. They will go they will go. The Most High told Moses that your ancestors were going to be mistreated in a strange land for 400 years, bro. How many years have been 400? What 8 years? So it's talking about us, bro.
Okay, but I feel that right. But okay, but in 2026, man, I want to see like black men doing big things, right? I just don't see it. The CEOs are
Right.
white. We ain't got a first world country. We don't dominate any industry in the West. Like we're doing pretty bad. Like, and
Yeah.
how we got chosen people. Like, but I don't feel like we're blessed. I don't feel like
Yeah.
we're blessed. Like people bucket you. Like I want to see us doing groundbreaking things, right? But I just don't see it, bro. How we got chosen people when it's all messed up for us, bro?
Yeah, on IP, man, that's what because we actually had our own banks, our Black Wall Street, bro. We was doing better than the other races, bro. But in America, you don't want to build up. Once you build something up in America, they go try to burn it down. Because I remember the boxer, I forgot his name, Javon, whatever. He actually bought his whole apartment complex, bro, and they burnt it down, bro. 2 days later, we're burnt down. That's why I'm saying that's why we trying to go and build. We trying to make a move over different places, and we can build up over there, bro. I don't really want to build nothing in America. I mean I do good here. I make good money. Even though I grew up in poverty, etc. I didn't let that shit. I didn't let that stop me. You understand? So that's why I'm saying, we gotta work together, bro. We gotta, no matter what, man, we can't be, I know it's bad, but we can work together and have our own stuff, and and make sure we motivate each other, etc. Because a lot of the other groups, they actually, they not, I don't feel like they chosen, but they actually have a leadership, and they also have, you know, they be on stuff, man, and they also they do what they gotta do, bro. That's why I'm saying I do feel like we live in there, but I'm not gonna make no excuse because I feel like I'm blessed because I feel like I'm getting blessed. I feel I try to help the other brothers. Like I see a homeless brother, I try to help him out, etc. But that shit ain't gonna stop me.
Facts, bro. Appreciate you, bro. So let me now bring up something, right? That okay, hold on. Let's check this out over here.
But IP, before you get on that other clip, the Asian kids, bro, black men, our image, even though we got a messed up image with the thug and etc., bro, but we getting a lot of more I get a lot of choosing signals and a lot of love, especially while I'm in Texas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like something going on, bro, and I value, even though we're not doing good, with the money, the money, economically and etc. But our value is going up. I can tell, bro, because Asian chick when it said that like what 10 years ago and etc. or what like 7-8 years ago, we actually climbing up, but it's slowly, but for sure, bro. It's not fast, but we actually moving up on the low, bro. Cause I had other brothers here tell me like, wow, man, they was like, I'm getting a lot of choosing signals from like the Latinas and etc. And from they just, I'm like, me too, bro. Like, I mean, I'm just like, dang, man, what's going on? So like I said, bro, we actually our value actually going up, man, and we just gotta, just hang in there and etc. and make sure we do stuff right way and be about our business.
Awesome, bro. So, hold on. Let me just see this is the right one. Okay, let me share my screen over here. Okay, so what you see here, what I'm about to show you is a slim, thick Asian chick. She's 161 centimeters, 57 kilograms. You can see how she's curved like. This right here is the future. And I remember a couple years ago, I said this right. When Asian women start getting slim, thick, it's game over. Let's check it out. Damn. Ooh. Damn. Look at that. She knows she bad. Okay, damn. Ooh. Look how she curved like. Damn. Damn. One more time for the culture. Man. Look how she's shaped. Look at the behind. Damn. This is an Asian chick. Damn. Turn around. Look at that, brothers. How many, like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, this type of body would have been almost impossible to even see in an East Asian chick. Now, this kind of phenotype is growing in 2026 and beyond. Passport bros, passport bro, passport bro, passport bro. Right? Let's carry on watching. Damn. Lord. Face card on point. Beautiful smile. Great body, white teeth. Oh man, brothers. Okay. I remember, right, when I went to Japan in 2023, right? And I told brothers that, hey, like I'm seeing something that I gotta tell y'all. I see some women, right? I thought that there was a growing gym culture there in Japan. I saw women with more thicker thighs, women, in gym attire. And I was thinking, okay, this might be the future of Asian women. When I go on social media nowadays, right, I keep seeing Asian chicks hitting the gym. Their thighs are getting thicker, behind are getting thicker. The curves, Asian women, right, they're not really known for curves, right? They have like normally a small waist. You just seen this Asian chick, right, have some nice hips. What did I tell you, brothers? Now, this kind of figure is what I like in a woman. This is what I call slim thick. I don't want no big BBL looking chick. I don't want no busted thick chick, right? That kind of figure is exactly what I want in a woman, whether she's a black, Latina, etc., etc. This is the future of Asian women. And I want black men to get ahead of the trend and go after these women. Because guess what? The average Asian dude, he don't want a woman like that. In fact, the average Asian man gonna call her fat. She ain't fat. She just got some meat on her. The average Asian dude gonna call her fat. The average white dude, there's some white dudes that like that kind of look as well, but most white dudes, right, they want a skinny, very skinny, model-looking chick. She ain't that. She got some meat on her, and you know, some brothers, good amount of brothers, they like meat on their woman. If black men can get ahead of the trend and go after women like that, it's a wrap. What's your thoughts here, Big Rex?
IP, yeah, I like mine with breast and with butt, man. So the Asian women they getting thicker, bro, and the white actually the thicker they get, I don't want no fat girl, but the thicker they get, the more the white dudes want them, and I'm glad because they I don't want I want the brothers to get as much as they can. So that's actually a good thing, man. Because I don't like skinny chicks, but I like mine that has that have some breasts and butt. That's how I like it, man.
Facts, absolute facts. And like I mentioned, right, the average Japanese dude ain't rocking with this. The average Asian dude isn't rocking for this. Like, I don't see Asian men go after a woman like this. This kind of woman is ripe and right for black men. That's funny. This kind of Asian chick is ripe and right for black men. Absolutely. Right? Imagine there being a million of this. Imagine, man. Imagine there just there being a million Asian women with a body like that. It's a wrap. It's an absolute rap. Like, I like if black men really see 1 million of this kind of woman in existence, then that dream of me getting 1 million black men to Asia by this year might be a possibility. Might be a possibility. This is exactly the kind of body I love. Honestly, not too fat, not too skinny, right in the middle. Looks after herself. Eats the right food. She's got some nice teeth. She's beautiful, but it's that body, those hips, those that behind. Oh man, yeah, that's the future, man. That's the future. And you know what? Like, if Asian dudes don't want that, that's great. Black men will happily sweep in and take these women. I'll keep her a buck. Like, brothers, like, honestly, I said it before. Asian women right now are the most desirable women on planet Earth. I'll be real with you. It's not Latinas, it's not white women, it's not Keisha, it's not BWs. It is Asian women. I don't know what's happened over the past couple of years, but they are now number one. Do you agree? Disagree, Big Rex? Are they number one right now?
Yeah, because a lot I see where I'm at, I see a lot of white guys with Asian chicks, bro. They they most likely the best partner. They very intelligent, that's why I'm saying this. I mean, why would you choose a Western chick over somebody that's feminine, submissive, that don't talk a lot and etc., bro. So yeah, I don't blame the white dudes. I might do the same thing, bro. I mean, I don't blame them, bro. I feel like they number one. They, like you said, they over the white women though. And, Keisha, I ain't even gonna put her in the category. She not even. I can't even put her in the category, man.
Facts, man. Facts. White woman fell off, man, big time. I think everyone knows that my preference is black woman and Asian woman. I'll keep it a buck. I just gotta keep it real. And yeah, that's just it, man. White women, they're not even in the flipping picture, man. They did it to themselves, and yeah, facts, bro. Absolute facts.
Yeah,
Go on, bro.
I feel you though, man. Some of them are like trashy, bro. Like I talked to a brother the other day, and he told me that a lot of them was
keep it PG, yeah.
Okay, I got my bad. Yeah, he told me that a lot of them was dating the Pookies and Ray Rays more. I mean, actually they were dating the Pookie and Ray Ray more. Actually the same rate as a black woman, bro. And I was like, huh? I couldn't believe it. And even I get a good. No, I'm serious. He told me that. He said, I get I get a lot of good reception from them, but if sometimes it be the ones that act black. I don't want no white girl to act black. You feel me? I'm good. That's basically I might well date a ABW. So that's what I'm saying, bro. They fell off hard, man, and I understand the white dudes not want to mess with some of them. Nobody wants to have somebody that man. This I don't blame them, dude. Asian is the way to go, bro. And like I see brothers over there in Asia right now. They doing good, bro. I'm in my bed. I'm when I go to sleep, I'm shedding tears. But I'm like, man, I gotta hurry up and get over here, bro. They doing great, bro. And I never hear nothing bad about the Asian chicks, bro. I mean, every once in a while I might hear something, but nobody perfect, bro. You feel me? Life ain't perfect. You gotta make it the best out of it. And you gotta, you gotta know what you want to.
Facts, bro. Facts. And do you know what, brother? Like, I want to hear your opinion here, right? And this boils down to, like, what was I going to say here, right? So these are thoughts on this clip over here. But I want to hear your opinion, right? Like, should black men, like, be, what's it called? So, brother, there's two choices here, right? Do you go for the group of women that you really like, or do you go for black women because you're both black, similar culture, similar foods, similar cultural alignment? Because I think that that's also important as well. Where obviously you're a black man, you're a black woman, right? Same culture, less likely to be arguing over nonsense, right? Or do you go with like your pure animalistic attraction? So if you really like Asian women, right, you go for Asian chicks, or do you go the black route? She's a black woman, you're a black man. It makes more sense. What's your thoughts, brother? Keep it back with me.
Yeah, yeah. If it's a good black woman, bro, I wouldn't mind. But I gotta go with I deal with women that like me more than I like them, bro. I did it before. I can't date no chick that that I like more than her, because it don't work out, man. That's what I'm saying. I understand that everybody want to be with their own race and etc. But if I get treated better with an Asian or white girl or any Filipino and etc., I'm gonna go over there. I feel like that's smarter, that's intelligent to go over there. Why would I? It's 10 rattlesnakes in the bag. 2 don't bite. I mean, yeah, two bite and the other 8 don't bite. Would you stick your hand in it? So you got a 20% chance of getting bit. So that's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta go down, especially now. You gotta go who likes you, bro. Who rock with you the most, man. All that. I'm black, she black, bro. I mean, that sounds good and etc. But I mean, I'm not. I don't really care about that, really. I mean, it don't really matter to me, bro. I'm still gonna have my kids black because I plan on having them with with a darker chick, because I don't want my kids to wash out my genes. That's what. So. But I'm really with who rock with me the most, bro. I'm good on trying to make it work and etc. All the dudes I know that did that, bro, they wives don't like them, bro. They just married them. They just married them, settle for them because they don't want to be alone, bro. I'm good on that, bro. I don't want to be that guy.
Dems, do you know calling brother Dems? And chime in, brother. I love to hear your thoughts, Dems. Like, brothers, if you want to call in, brothers, the phone line is pinned on the live stream chat. I think this might be a separate live stream, but I do believe that like it does make sense to be with a black woman as a black man. It really does make sense. Similar culture, similar foods, similar everything, right? But however, if you're into, like, let's say Latina woman more than black woman, or Asian woman more than black woman, right? Do you go for the woman that you really like? That's your preference, or do you keep it safe and just say, F it, I like Latina woman, right? But I'm a black man. I gotta get a black chick, right? I just like accept it. Like, be real with me in the chat, brothers. Be real with me in the chat. Like, I think we cannot ignore the importance of cultural similarity, right? On one hand, it's also important to not ignore who you have pure attraction towards too. So if you're into Latina chicks, right, that's your preference, right? But you're still a black man, right? And it does make sense to be with a black woman, right? Culturally. Let me know what you're thinking in the live stream chat, brothers. You know, or am I thinking too deep? You know, am I thinking too deep? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Go on, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you though. I understand, man. You know, you want to have the, you know, cause you black, she black, and etc. Like, if a white guy, he white. That's why them dudes on, you know, on tour. Who was that?
Facts.
Oh,
No,
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 no, no.
my bad. I thought I heard somebody. But yeah, IP, she Asian, he Asian. They, you know, that's more. That's how God made it. She white, he white. It's made more sense. And you know, he black, she black. That made more sense. But what's going on today, bro? You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta go. You gotta. You know, because it look like, you know, date your own race and etc. It comes with a lot of headache nowadays. I don't, you know, back then you know, when we had a nuclear family and etc., it was good back then. But now I don't really rock with that now, bro. I just go where I'm tolerant. I go where I'm respected, appreciated, and I have an easy life, bro. I don't. You know, I'm not go deal with nobody just because they my same skin color and they gonna make my life harder, bro. I'm good on that.
Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Fair enough. Any callers? Any callers? Anyone want to call in? I got around 20 minutes left right now for you brothers. So if you want to call in, call in. Get a Blasian chick. Interesting. Okay. Very rare woman, but it's possible.
Like IP, like the African chicks, you know, a lot of them, on the low. I'm just gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. A lot of them be white worship, man. They worship Brad, and then they be mistreating their own man, bro. So that's why I'm saying, if I do get a black woman, I want to make sure she rock with black dudes the most. I don't want nobody that had, you know, had a fun with the white dudes and etc. Who they attracted to, and then they want the black dude to you know, they take the bill and gotta pay for this and that, bro. Because, you know, like I told you in the last live stream, if a female, she see you as a 10 out of 10, bro, you don't have to pay for nothing, bro. I mean, it's as simple as that. Because I had chicks do me like that. You know, they you gotta have this and this and that. That means she don't like me, bro. Oh, you gotta what she say? Oh, she was like, you go fly me out there. She don't like me, bro. Because if she really like me, she gonna find a way to fly herself to me, and that's what I'm used to. So that's what I'm saying, bro. You know, I don't want to really be that guy, really, because like my tolerance level too low now. Like a lot of us black men, we really getting tired, bro. I can tell because we didn't really have these discussions like 20 years ago and etc. You know, I know the internet, you know, the you know, the YouTube and all that, you know, just started. You know, it wasn't back then like that and etc. We didn't have the internet but like I said, a lot of us getting tired, bro. We don't really want to deal with what our, you know, our forefathers dealt with, because they dealt with that BS, and they, you know, it didn't, you know, they didn't get no respect, bro. And I low key don't want to go through that, man. I value myself, you know.
Facts. Absolute facts. Any new callers? I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes. If no one calls in within 5-10 minutes, I'm gonna end the stream. I said my piece, and I don't want to go on for too long if no one calls in. So, but why wait for a caller, brothers? And make sure you join the Patreon. All right, if you want to support IP and what I do, join the Patreon Diamond tier. That's how you can support IP. There's content on the Patreon as well for you to watch, support what I do. I want to do this thing full time, man. You know, and you know, I love to do 5-hour streams, 4-hour streams, but I don't get no support. You know, and I got a life. So, like, if you want to do more streams like this, more about black men self-improvement, you know, more black male topics, more travel topics, y'all got to support, man. Honestly, yeah, you need to join the Patreon Diamond tier, and that can really help me, you know, go full time on this YouTube stuff, man.
IP, I'm going to subscribe to your Patreon soon, man. I haven't forgot. You know, because I rock with your channel the most. I watch your channel more than I do the HBO and the CNN. You know, so like I said, bro, I'm going to subscribe soon, man. I haven't forgotten. You're doing a great thing with this channel, man. Because I want to know, I can talk. I got brothers I can talk to. I got brothers to tell me where to go at and etc. Brothers, we communicating and planning out stuff, and that's a great thing that actually helps us out a lot. So that's what I'm saying. But I haven't forgot about you, bro.
I appreciate it, bro. Like, bro, brother's got Japan intel. Brother's got intel on Costa Rica. Brother's got me interviewing Costa Rican women. Brother's got all the intel for them to change their lives, man. All these countries. Like, I've done a lot for black men. So if you're gonna support IP, type a 2 in the live stream chat, man. All it takes is go on the Patreon, join the diamond tier, and be a long-time member, man. Those small dollars can help me towards a bigger goal in doing this stuff full time, bro. All right. Please support IP and what I do. Let me see over here. Exactly. Don't limit your options based on skin tones. Plus, white men have literally created new ethnic groups by breeding with women of color, and brothers are scared to get interracially. That's a fair point there, brother. Right, but we can't ignore, like, it's hard, man, because, like, okay, so she likes you, right? This Latina woman or this Asian chick, right? Her brother don't like you. Her sister don't like you. Her parents don't like you because you're black. But obviously, if you're a black woman, right? That's not the question. I'm just saying, like nothing is foolproof here. It's like you have to, like, date sensibly, But I do get pro black people's point. Get a black woman. For me, I get a foreign black woman, right? But there's always that, like, who you really want, your pure animalistic attraction to a certain race of woman. And I think that also can't be ignored. Now, obviously, you want to have both, right? But I need money for that, blah, blah, blah. It's tough.
Yeah, IP. What I was about to say, I forgot, man. Black folks, bro, they be racist. So I seen a video of a brother. He was at the cookout with his it was a mixed girl, and it was her aunts. And they telling him she was fixing him a plate, and they told her like, nah, don't fix him a plate. But there was a white dude, or whatever, they would have been happy, but. Because the brother, they was like, nah, don't fix him a plate, and then they trying to argue with him, telling him, you need to go back to the streets and etc. So I mean, do you want to deal with it? I mean, not all black people like that, bro, but we got a lot of colorism and etc. in our community, bro. And some of them be more racist than the other races, bro. So that's why I'm saying, make sure if you date her, make sure you get a good family, and make sure they got some money too. Don't date no broke family and etc. I done seen it happen, bro. It don't work out. So make sure she got a good family. Don't have kids with her unless the family good. They got a good spirit and they like you and etc.
Facts, bro. Absolute facts. All right, brothers. 5 more minutes. No callers in 5 minutes. I'm gonna end the stream. Honestly, I'm not gonna do any normal. I'm not gonna be here for another hour, 2 hours, and wait for callers. If you don't call in, I'm gonna end the stream. Let me just read the comments. I had a Blasian chicken. I was with a Bosnian chick in college. Best friend and love I ever had. Wish I knew what I had at the time. How did that end, bro? How did you fumble that, bro? Let me know. How did you fumble a Bosnian chick at university? Let's see. For those, Dem's in the building. Awesome. Let me bring in Dems in the background. Hey, what's up, bro? You good?
What's up, bro? What's up, big bro? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. How are you, man?
I'm all good, man. Good evening.
Good evening, brother. Welcome back, bro.
It's good to be back, bro. It's been a minute. Yeah, so black men in the dating state of black men. I honestly think a black man should go where he's most tolerated. because
Mm.
it's yeah, you want to get a black woman, but what if there's a non-black chick who's foreign, who likes him for him? He shouldn't wait. In my opinion, as much as he wants a black woman, he shouldn't wait for the black woman whilst a Japanese woman or Latino woman is coming after him.
Mm.
That's
But
how I.
brother, like
That,
then like, don't you feel like, okay, but let's say like, okay, but let's say like the Latina woman and the Japanese woman are not going after him, right? He's a man, he
mm,
has to hunt for his woman, right? He has to hunt for women that he wants or wants to get. So he has an option here, right? Let's say his number one choice is Asian woman, right? And let's say he's at a point in life where he wants to get married or meet a long-term woman to have kids with, right? So he has that. So he understands that he's pure, natural, animalistic attraction is towards Asian women. Okay. However, he understands that there's also a black woman because getting with a black woman means black kids, same foods, similar culture. So then, should he go after a woman that he generally wants from a natural animalistic perspective? That's his number one preference, or should he be smart and go for a black woman because they're both black kids, same food, same culture, same family values? How would you? What would you do, Dems, in your honest opinion?
hmm. This is a good question. Ideally, yes, I would prefer to have a foreign black woman.
Hmm.
That is ideal. However, it depends on the dude. If they're gonna follow their instincts, it's gonna be in the heat of the moment, bro.
Hmm.
Because they're gonna think, okay, this is what I want, and I want. They're gonna go for what they want rather than thinking ideally. So I'm gonna say my position. Yes, will. I would prefer to have a foreign black chick, but if the foreign black chick isn't there, and I have a dime Japanese chick who fits all my requirements, or dime Latino or dime foreign white chick, they meet all my requirements. You gotta go for what's there
Hmm.
right in front of because time waits for no one, big bro.
Hmm. Facts, man. Time waits for no one. Um, that's facts. But like 4 years from now, we're gonna be in 2030, and I would hope that me, you, other brothers, like things of like there's some progression, some motion, and everything in every part of our lives.
Mm,
Obviously, we don't want to be in the same position we are now in 2030, and that includes women too. Um, you're right, bro. Like, but a brother has a really strong attraction towards Asian women. Like, he sees an Asian woman that's beautiful. He just clicks in him, right? But he knows that a black woman is smart to be with a black woman, but the black woman isn't his number one preference. It's so hard, man. You know, and obviously, like our elders will tell us, "Hey, go for a black woman. You're black, right?"
yeah.
But the thing about our elders is that, like, and this includes like Black Americans, Black British, Black Canadian, like, they grew up around Black people their whole lives.
Mm,
They immigrated from whatever Africa, Caribbean, or they grew up around Black communities, right? We grew up in multicultural society, social media. We see beautiful K-pop chicks, beautiful Japanese chicks, right, or beautiful
mhm,
Latinas, and that can actually skew your attraction. If especially if you grew up around these kind of people, that culture, they don't get it. Like it's an interesting dilemma here. Like, do you go with who you truly love, or do you go with what's sensible and your own race?
At this time and age, what we've seen is brothers going for who they truly desire
Hmm.
instead of what is ideal. Because back in the day, yes, some brothers would go for a black woman because it's ideal, same race, same cultures, same beliefs. Cool. But times are changing. Some black men don't want a black woman, even though that's ideal. They don't want a black woman. Me, I want a foreign black woman, but I also prefer a Japanese woman, a white woman, let's say from Germany or Ukraine or from Latvia, and I also prefer Latinos. I'm gonna
Hmm.
choose the woman who fits all my requirements. I'm open.
Hmm. Hmm. Big Rax, you want to chime in, brother? What's your thoughts? Okay, I think he's gone, bro.
IP, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with him, bro. You know, like our elders and etc. Like my mom, she like, oh, you gotta get you a black woman, etc. But like I told her, I was like, hey, I'm not, I'm gonna get who I feel like that's going to be the best mother and is going to treat me well. I'm not gonna just date no girl just because she got a big booty and she can twerk and and all that, etc. And she whatever. Um, she even if she got a good job, bro, she gotta have a good mindset, man. A lot of black women don't. Some of them do. Some of them you got intelligent black women, but a lot of them don't, bro. So I don't want my kids to grow up like that. And I feel like foreign women are more smarter, they more feminine, and they more you got some of them over there that's they ain't about ish, but you got a better chance, man. I gotta go with who I can build with more, and I can I can continue on my legacy, bro. I don't feel like I can continue my legacy the way the conditional way the black community is going, man. It's not looking too good, and I'm kind of getting tired of it, bro. That's why I told,
Hmm.
and I didn't really say too much to my mom. Just like, hey, I said whatever happens, I'm gonna have to get who they like, who I can build more. That's logical. I would take a 5 out of 10 foreign woman, then a 10 out of 10 black woman that that I can build with, and I can she go help me. She go if I need help with something financially, she go help me. If I need her to rub my feet, she go do it. And I'm not gonna go into extra details, but she pleased me well. So I mean, I'm sorry, bro. I can't be loyal to you know to no I can't be loyal to no good people, man. To be honest with you.
Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Damn. No, no, you're right. And remember, you only have one life as well. And you want to live a life of purpose. And like, unfortunately, everyone leaves Earth. That is a side fact of life. And you want to like know that you live life where you were happy, you enjoyed life, and you were with the right woman. Because you don't want to be with a woman where that makes you miserable for the next 20, 30 years. For the next 20, 30 years. Go on, Dems.
Here's it, bruv. Ideally, man, this is tricky because it's like if the woman of your dreams is right there versus the ideal woman.
Mm,
You got you gotta go with the woman of your dreams. Yes, she's there. That in my opinion, every brother should go for the woman who loves them more than they love the woman. If a Japanese woman Or even a German, Ukrainian, or Latvian woman is doing everything right, and the brother is happy, like proper happy. But the woman wants the brother. She loves him, rubs his feet, cooks, makes his cultural food like a white woman, you know, cooking jollof rice or jerk chicken with rice and peas. A white woman or a Japanese woman she doing that. That brother's gonna fall in love quick.
Mm.
And that's that same non-black foreign woman, you know, let's say she's a Christian, God-fearing woman, traditional. That brother's gonna choose that woman quick.
Mm. Hmm.
Yes, they would want a black woman. Yes, it's ideal. But what if that black woman isn't there yet, bro? What if
Hmm.
he finds that non-white foreign woman right there, fits all his requirements? That brother is going to choose that non-black foreign woman. I've seen it. A lot of brothers, bro, they're not waiting to find that ideal black woman. Because what if that ideal black woman doesn't want them, bro?
Mm.
Yeah, what if she, like I said before in many live streams, she young and etc. I know I'm not going, I'm not going to be harsh on a young girl, because I know that they, that's why you supposed to, mold them and etc. I'm gonna just say this, I'm gonna say I'm not going, but yeah, they they don't know how to choose, the right man, and we know this, so that's why I'm saying, bro, I don't want to be with nobody that choose a bad dudes their whole lives and they want to come to me and want me to come save them. Because I mean, that's horrible to do. I mean, I can only imagine. I looked on Reddit. Go on Reddit, bro. And look at it. I'm the guy she settled for. Like, I mean, you really want to be that dude, bro? And that's really what's going on. I mean, that's really what's going on, man. And I don't want to be that guy, bro. To be honest with you, like, I mean, I done been through enough in my life, man. And I'm, you know,
Mm.
I don't want to be that guy, bro. I mean, it's heartbreaking. Imagine you got your the girl you love, man, and you cherish and you happy, man. Then she done gave her best years to the dudes that hate, they don't like her, that ain't, that's bad boys, and then you come through and she ready for you when she she worn out and she tired of it. Like, that's heartbreaking, man. I don't want to be that dude.
God forbid. God forbid. I believe with you. Like, that's why, like, I preach about pure animalistic attraction. Like, she has to have that towards you. Like, she wants to be around you. She's touching you. Like, you come home, she jumps on you. Like, there has to be that pure. That when she sees you, right, she just gets, her juices are flowing. Like, she goes crazy inside. Like, that's what men need, and that's how you know you got a real one. And like, brothers, I want that for all of us, man. I'll be real with you, and I'll be honest with you, brothers. Like, the way, like, this life is tough, man. It's real tough. It's real tough to find a woman like that. Obviously, your chances go higher abroad, but you need to find a woman that really, really likes you. Honestly, honestly, brothers. Like, the world is getting tougher, economic wise, social wise, and like, we are 4 years away from 2030. The pandemic was 7 years ago. I can't believe it. Go on, Dems.
Yeah, I would say, bro, we have to go for the woman who wants us. Go for the woman who tolerates us the most. Go for the woman who loves us more than we love them. And if it's a Japanese woman, even if it's a foreign black woman, or let's say it's an Afro Latino or white woman, Any woman, we have to go for them because they suit
But,
our requirements. They suit.
oh,
Go on, bro.
but they also have to like you, bro. They also have to like really like you, bro. But there's one thing going after
Yeah,
women that you
really
want,
like you. Yeah, that's what I'm
but they
saying.
have to also like you back, bro. You know, you have to get that energy back. Because but that time, no more wasting time on this stuff, man. Like she has to like you, man. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, let's hang out. Hey, blah blah blah. One-on-one meet. I mean that, bro. I mean that stuff, bro. I mean it, man. Because bro, I don't want to crash out, but bro, like time's flipping flying, bruv. Time's flying, man.
Yeah, I peep.
Go on,
I like.
bro.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna speak when you get done.
And I want the best for brothers, man. Honestly, but like you have to go for someone that likes you back as well. That puts an effort to want to see you, that want to be around you, that want to talk to you. Like I'm tired of BS, man. I'm tired. How these women are moving, the culture, how young men are suffering right now. Young men are suffering right now, bro. They're locked up in their room. No prospects. No woman hitting them up. Want to talk to you, bro. Can you believe that? No talk to you. What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that, bro? Oh, go on, Dems, man. Sorry, bro.
No, you're right, bro. It's very hard. It's very hard. Like loneliness is second nature to men. You know? But if if a woman if we have a woman of his dreams, of our dreams, who's right there, who fits all our requirements, we have to go for that chick. And she because she loves us more than we love her. And in fact, and the thing is, we we got we show them, sorry, we show them to our parents. Like in my opinion, a foreign chick loves you when she says, "Look, I want to spend more time with you. I want to meet your parents. I want to be with you." Like you actually feel and see the genuine love. I think that's the woman to go for, regardless of her race, because she fits your requirements, no one else's. I'm talking about your requirements, IP, your requirements, brothers. She doesn't have to be this ideal woman because yes, we want this ideal black woman. But where is she when there's a beautiful traditional white woman, foreign white woman, right there in front of you, or Japanese woman, or Latino woman? They're right there in front of you. They love you for you. Actually love you for you. You're gonna go for that. The ideal black woman, she's gonna be erased from your mind because you have a dime woman right there in front of you who loves you, and she's waiting for you to put a ring on her finger and put a baby in her. She wants to. She wants to extend your bloodline. Are you gonna reject her because you want this? You want the ideal black woman? No.
Damn. Hold that foot there, Big Racks. Let me bring in JI in the building. Hold that foot there, bro. JI, can you hear me, bro? You good?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, brother. Now I hear you, bro. We couldn't hear you
Yeah, I
before
was
now.
having problems earlier. So yeah. Wow, I didn't realize I was on. I was outside before trying to, get some groceries and I was in a bad area. So now I got a better connection.
Mm.
Yeah. So I was just gonna add on from I guess the what do you call it? The the article by that lady, and also by that dude who was saying you just got to have confidence in all that other stuff. And the problem with that is that you got to have a certain appearance of the things that they like here in the Western world. And if you don't have that, all that positive mental attitude stuff can be pretty much be thrown in the garbage. Because, and I don't like the fact that they dismiss that, and it's just about your attitude and that's it. And it's not the case all the time. It's not. And I just wanted to chime in on that.
But I agree with you as well. Again, and we call it black pill, where
Yes.
it's how you look first that it comes first and foremost, brother, for dating in the West, and that's why we're passport bros. And brother, I want to ask you, because we're having a conversation about having loyalty towards your race or going towards your actual preference. So, brother, you're black, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, bro. So, brother, like, now the dilemma is for a black man in 2026, right, is that so he may prefer Asian women and Latina as his number one choices. That's who he's physically attracted to. That is his number one animalistic preference, right? That's what gets him happy. That's what excites him, right? However, does he go for that type of woman, or does he play it smart and go for a foreign black woman? Because guess what, bro? Black kids, similar culture, similar foods, similar thinking. You're both black, so you know that racism, affects both of you. And you're playing it safe by being with a black woman because you have the same culture. Whereas with a non-black woman, right? Yes, she's physically attractive. Yeah, that's your number one preference, right? But can she really get you as a black man? So if you have racist incident at work or whatever, right? Will she understand you, or will she say, "Oh, move on, there's nothing"? Whereas a black woman will be like, "Yo, that's messed up. Let's fight it. I get you." Blah blah blah. But what does a young black man do? Does he go with his number one preference, Asian Latinas, or does he go with a black woman because he's black? What's your thoughts, Blair, bro?
Well, that is a tough question, but in my opinion, it's about. Hold on.
Jay,
Yes.
are you coming downstairs?
No.
All right, turn the lights.
All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a 50-50 split for me because it part of it depends on the environment. If he's like been around in an area where the black ladies weren't that great, he may want to venture out. But it's a different story there. Yes.
You going tomorrow?
Yes.
All right, let me see how much money I have.
Okay. Yeah, that's it's a split. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll be
but
back.
I'll put you on mute. Okay, no worries, bro. So if I wait, go on, Big Racks.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest though. I dated a chick. She was a good woman. I'm glad I didn't, get over her. I treated her good, and she approached me first, bro. And I'm not going to details, because I can't say what I want to say about. But she did me good, bro. Like when I was in high school, bro. She wasn't very attractive. I say she like a 5 out of 10, bro. But she was probably the best one I had, bro. And she was a dark skinned girl, and she I didn't have to. She came to see me. I remember I told you in last live. She came to see me. She got her mother to drive to see me. I ain't have no car or nothing, bro. She came to my apartment, etc. And I mean, it was great, bro. I had another chick, a suburban chick, that approached me. That was when I was in middle school, and she was a light skinned, beautiful girl. She was one of the worst girls I encountered. I'm from the hood, man. So she approached me at the skating rent, the skating ranch. It's like a little skating thing. I used to go a lot when I was younger. And we kissed and everything. I got her number and etc. And then we just hit off, and then I didn't. Then we went to the same middle school, so you know, I'm gonna fast forward. I ain't gonna go into too much detail, but we was at the movie theater because I went out with her to the movie theater, and she told me she was like, oh, you why you don't sag your pants? I like N words, N words that sag their pants. So I'm like, huh? I'm like, you from a black Muslim family, and you have that mindset, because I don't glorify the street life. I've been through that, and it's not a good, I don't like it. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Even if you get a suburban Muslim chick, I mean, it's bad in the States, man. It's really bad, and she just recently hit me up about getting married, and I told her no. And then I tell you she cursed me out and etc. But imagine like what she did, in her younger years and all this little stuff she did, bro. Then she want to come to me later on because I'm a good dude. Like, I mean, do you want to do
Mm.
you want to do you want to deal with chicks like that? Like, I mean, the ABWs most likely have that mindset the most. I mean, all of them do, but like I regret not dating. Like I had so many white girls, bro. Like because I was on a football team, so I did good in football, and I regret not breaking up with her and getting a white girl, man. Because they act better, man. I mean, I regret it, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, and she was beautiful, bro. Like she was very beautiful. Like she was very popular and etc. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like you gotta go with the chick that treat you the best, man. All that beautiful and this and that. Like my dad, he was mad because he was like, "Why you didn't marry her, man? What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Bro, just because she beautiful on the outside, she could be rotten on the inside." And I'm like, you old enough to know that. So that's what I'm
Facts.
saying.
And
Yeah, yeah,
and that's a great point there, because that's why, like, you mentioned how you don't want a woman that has used up her years. And Dems, feel free to agree or disagree. Like, I know you religious brother, right? So that's why I push, right? Like I mentioned before, especially with Jam in the stream as well. You want to go with women that have a strong religious cornerstone. And of course, she's in her early 20s, mid early 20s, because, like, if she's 21, 22, and she loves God, two-parent household, whether she's Western or non-Western, right? You may have a virgin or low body count chick at the very least, right? You're dealing with. You see, that's why I preach, like, be in the gym, eat right, be healthy. Because you want to, like, if you're 39, 40, right? You want to get a woman in the early 20s, 24, 23, 25. You want to get that, man. Because you get a woman that's 35 in 31. Who knows how many woods, keeping it PG, she's had, bro. The bad habits, who's smashing her. And even though, right, she has a long-term boyfriend, right? One boyfriend, right? So I know we speak about high body counts, right? But if she has one boyfriend for 8 years, from 20 to 28, right? Yes, one boyfriend, right? But picture how many times he smashed her, bro. What, over 300 times? To me, that's almost as bad as like a chick having 50 bodies, if I keep it a buck. He's been with her for 8 years, right? He's been pumping her, let's say a couple times a week for 8 years. That's almost as bad as like having a high body count. I don't know how you brothers feel about that, or you disagree. Go on, man.
I agree. IP, and I forgot what I was about to say, but I'm trying to think of it real quick, bro. But yeah. Imagine that, bro, and it's a lot of chicks like that, bro. It's a lot of ABWs like that, and I know, I'm hard on them because I feel like they can do better, man. But I really don't want that, bro. Now, I'm glad I got away from her, and I stopped talking to her. I just blew it off. And, I didn't, when she texted me, I didn't text her back. And this was back in 2010, bro. So imagine now it's even worse, bro. So that's why I'm saying, bro, like brothers, man, like, I mean, it's so bad, even Pookie leaving, man. I mean, I'm not no Pookie. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not no Pookie, bro, no more, but I'm a reformed Pookie. I'm getting my, I'm becoming a better brother, a sophisticated brother. But it's so bad, even Pookie leaving, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. But like, man, that would cry. I couldn't believe it because I've been in the hood, bro, and I talked to my cousin. She a Pookisha, bro, and I never, even though she was out doing her thing, I never heard her ever in her mouth say that she liked guys that that saggy pants and etc. like that thug like life and etc. And I'm like, yo, like, man, you religious, you in a Muslim family and you think like that, like, damn, like, dang, man, like, I'm like, I feel very bad for brothers that don't know about the women they pass. Like, you right, IP, make sure you do your research, make sure you do not get married. Do not get married to no chick like that, bro. And she just recently
Mm.
got married, and I could tell the dude, I could tell him this and that, but I'm not gonna do that because that's not my. I just moved on, but imagine being that guy, bro. Like I really feel bad for that guy, man. He don't know, he clueless and etc. And I did this dude that when I was he hit me up like 2 years later, and he was in the gang, and he told me, he was like, yeah, she I'm like, that ain't my girl no more. She was like, oh yeah, she out here, bro. Like he was like, oh what he said, he was like, oh she he just told, I'm not going to say what it was, but it won't, I'm like, that ain't my girl no more, bro. But imagine that, bro. You wipe that up and etc. And they sit back laughing at you, bro. That's why I'm glad, like, I know about the red pill and etc. Because a lot of men in the West, they don't really know, bro, and they don't understand that that's very important. It's very important, man. And I'm not going. I don't care what they tell me, what anybody tell me that's okay and etc. I'm not gonna do it, bro. And
Facts.
I'm gonna let them talk. I'm trying to think about what I was gonna tell you too. I'm gonna think on it.
That's cool, bro. Go on, Mr. J. I think you want to say something, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm still at my mother's place. I'm handling some business, so sorry about that. I apologize.
It's cool.
I was just saying, you were saying earlier about, is the preference for a young guy to go for his preference or go with his own kind? And I was saying part of it might be the environment, that he may like black women as his first preference, and he may want to go for that first, and that's sometimes the case. If it's like, in an urban setting or something, or certain suburban settings. But other times, he may want to go for that, and he just goes for that. And he's not worrying about all the other implications of being in a Western society where it's biased or not. Me personally, if you kind of want to, I would say go for your preference. But if you really are worried and concerned about it and you still want to stay here, yeah, it might be safe to go for, your own race, but it better be a different culture of your own race. So I'm 50-50 split on it for me. So
Go on, Dems. You want to say something, bro?
no, I'm sorry. Did you hear what I said?
I heard what you said, brother. Let me think on it, bro. Let me think on it. Dems, say something, bro. You want to say something, bro?
I think so. This boils down to your dream woman versus the ideal woman, and if the dream, it depends on which woman comes first. First comes, first serve, and which one loves you more. Which one fits your requirement more? Now, IPM brothers, if the ideal black woman, yeah, she doesn't fit your requirements, but she's still black, are you still gonna go for her? But she doesn't meet your requirements. You're gonna have to go for the dream woman. You're gonna have to go for the dream woman, because the dream woman loves you more than you love her, and she fits all your requirements. She loves you for you. That's why the way I'm looking at it, bro, my kids are gonna be mixed regardless. They're gonna be mixed, but they're my kids. They got my blood, and they're gonna have my characteristics, but they're just gonna be mixed. Is that would you allow that to stop you, bro? They're still your kids, but they're mixed. They could be half white, they could be half Japanese, or they could be half Latino, but they're still your kids. They're half black. I think brothers now, they're going for the dream woman over the ideal woman, because sometimes the ideal woman isn't that ideal. they want that dream woman, and they're getting that dream woman because all those dream foreign women who are non-black, they love them for them, and they fit all their requirements. That's what's most important for a brother. What they want is a woman who loves them more than they love the woman. A woman who does everything right. If they have to, if they want transparency, if there's any problem, they're gonna go for that dream foreign woman because they spent a lot of time with that foreign woman. They know her character. They know her traits because they've experienced that for themselves. They she, the brothers have met the foreign woman's family. The, the the brother allowed the foreign woman to meet his family. There's great transparency.
Mm.
Brothers are gonna go for the dream woman IP. They're gonna go for the dream woman because this is what they want. And sometimes the ideal woman may not have everything that they may not have everything, and they know for a fact that their kids are going to be mixed. They're gonna be half black, and they don't have
Mm.
brothers don't have any issues with that. They're still gonna be black. What do you think, IP?
Yeah, no, you're right, bro. You're right. You're right. Um, I gotta think on this. I really do. Um, and it's something that black men shouldn't ignore. You said some good points there, Dems. You know, I do believe it's important not to deny like who you really like, woman wise. You know, because you might regret it. You don't want to be in a marriage, you know, in regards to um, you know, not being of the right, not being of your preference. It's a fair point, bro. It's a fair point. Mm. This has been a great conversation. It really has. I got around 20 more minutes left before I end the stream. Do you want to chime in, Mr. J? Okay, I think he's busy. Big Rat's dropped off. Awesome. No, Dems, this was a great convo, bro. Welcome back, Dems. We missed you, bro. Shout out to my legendary mod. Dems is a shoulder. He's been here on the channel for 4 years. So if you're new to the channel, man, Dems is that guy, and we appreciate always done for the movement. His commentary, and him just being a good person, general man. So thank you, Dems, bro. Smart brother.
Oh, thanks, bro. Thank you very much. Yeah, this has been a great convo. What we've seen now is our brothers going for that dream woman. Like, again, yeah, we want that ideal black woman. We want it so much. Sometimes, bro, if it if a dream Japanese woman, dream white woman, dream Latino woman, or even dream Middle Eastern woman, it's right there for us. We're gonna go for the dream woman. They fit all our requirements. All of our requirements are met. They have genuine love for us. Brothers are gonna choose that dream woman. Like, we have a Latvian woman who wants to have your kid. She wants your kid. She wants your kid. How are you going to say no to that? And this is a God-fearing woman. This is a God-fearing woman. She loves you. She loves your culture. She loves your food. She loves your family. She met your family. She spent time with your family. She loves you. You're going to tell that German woman, Latvian woman, or Ukrainian woman no because you want to be with a black woman? Nah, bro. Nah. I'm gonna put a ring on that foreign white woman. I'm gonna put a ring on her finger. Because this is the woman for me. Tell me this, let me tell you this, big bro. If you have a Latino woman, you come back from work, she bathes you, rubs your feet, gives you a massage. You tell her about your day. She genuinely listens to you. She makes your home a temple. She cooks your food. She treats you as the man of the house because she views you. You're the man of the house. You're the captain of the ship. You're the big boss. She's second only to you. She knows you're the boss. You're gonna say no to that Latino woman, big bro? She wants your kids. She wants you. You can't say no to that, bro. This is the dream woman. You can't say it's Latino woman. She's God-fearing as well. Nah, bro, you can't say no to that because she fits all your requirements. I know brothers want to be with a black woman, but sometimes that ideal black woman just doesn't want you. It's like you said before, big bro. You want to have a foreign woman who loves you more than you love her. You have that Latino woman right in front of you who loves you more than you love her. You're going to put a ring on that Latino woman's finger. You're going to marry her and you want to spend the rest of your life with that Latino woman. You're going to create a legacy with her. You're going to extend your bloodline with her. That's what's going to happen because she fits all your requirements.
Facts. I already know where you lean on this, Stems. No, this was great, bro. This was a great discussion. Yeah, okay. I'm going to end the stream. I'm getting a bit tired. I've got a busy Sunday ahead. Let's go for closing statements. Jay, you there? Jay, you there? Okay, I'll drop him off there. Give him his privacy. Dems, appreciate you, brother, for calling in, brother. Thank you very much. Welcome back. And of course, I wish you a great and prosperous year. Wishing you all your dreams come true. But do you have any closing statements, Dems?
It's good to be back, big bro. Same to you. I hope this is a prosperous year for you too, man. This is going to be a great year for you and me. Great conversation. Brothers, just go for the woman who tolerates you the most. Go for the woman who loves you the most. If she fits your requirements, go for that woman. Go for that woman. This is a woman who genuinely loves you. Who genuinely loves you. Because you've already done the assessment, you know. You already if she fits requirements, she passed the assessment. You know, this is not a woman who's two-faced, who has a hidden agenda. No, because you've done the assessment. You've done the vetting, and if she comes out with flying colors, I think that's the right woman. I think that's the right woman. The right woman is the dream woman that you want. She fits all your requirements. She loves you for you. Go for that woman. That's my opinion, IP.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. All right, brothers. This has been a great stream. Shout out to Dems. Welcome back, brother. Brothers, and once again, join that Patreon, man. Dems, you've been on the Patreon. Can you tell brothers like okay, he's dropped off. Brothers, brothers, make sure you join the Patreon, man. We have a small community on the Patreon. We have other content on the Patreon as well. So join the Diamond Tier, support IP and the movement. That'd be greatly appreciated. Brothers, look after yourselves.